Okay. Hey, I went to the doctor today and well no, I went to the doctor yesterday. I went to the lab today. Took blood. I think it felt like she took too much. I just feel like she took some of my life force. I've been groggy and sleepy all day. But I'm home now for the evening, so kinda can digress. But I didn't want the day to go by without speaking on something. Kind of excited. Okay. Ooh. We're going to talk about family. But I have in the parentheses, toxic. This one might be long. Oh, man. Where do I start? First of all, from my perspective, family is your bloodline, your physical bloodline. That's what I'm speaking on. Your physical family, your bloodline, people who you are related to by blood. Your mother's family, your father's family, and how the two come together and create you. And then you become part of their family. What makes a family toxic? Because I've been around lots of families, and it's all relative, because the whole entire family may be toxic and dysfunctional, and that is how they live. So it would take an outsider to say, "Ooh, y'all are toxic," or "Ooh, y'all are dysfunctional," but that doesn't make it true for them and their family, because that is their dynamic. So for me personally, what makes me feel like I have a toxic family dynamic is the amount of judgment, the amount of unconstructive criticism, the amount of gossip, the amount of dishonesty, the amount of betrayal, the amount of total operative dysfunction, the amount of jealousy, the lack of support, the negative energy. I think that's enough. And there's always like a root, a base, a ringleader. And for me, in my family dynamic, it would be my mother. She triangulated all of the siblings, put us in competitive energy. She would gossip individually amongst each other. She would gossip individually to one sibling about another. She treated us differently. She showed favoritism. I'm the oldest, so I took the brunt of it. So a lot of physical abuse from her, a lot of emotional abuse, but mostly physical, which turned into mental and emotional. I've never really got compliments. She was not affectionate, very standoffish, very cold. She was not interested in me as a person and nurturing me and growing me and developing me. And trying to have conversations with her, she said she did the best she could. And then you kind of just have to let that be at that, because you have to say, well, who am I to say that wasn't her best? I can't compare. But I can say that if someone brings something to your attention and they're genuinely trying to work through the trauma, the effects, the cause, the effects, the backlash, and that person is still does not want to take any accountability, they're still in denial, or they say things like, do you think you're the only one who went through something? Or, I tried my best. Well, and then, I didn't like it when you did this. And then the whole point of the conversation just becomes twisted and turned. And when you were just trying to bring some healing to a situation for both, and it ends up going nowhere but twists and turns and backs and forth, you just kind of have to let that be. And so, in raising us in those type of ways and that type of energy, for me, it created separation. These were not people I wanted to be around. I did not feel comfortable with them. I knew at a very early age in my life that she was, I guess some people call it messy. She's also like a jealous-hearted person. She's very jealous-hearted. And then she's also one of those people that compares. So if one of her friends' kids or children were accomplishing something, she would cheer them on and support them, and then compare me to them, as if I should be doing what that child is doing. And it's like, I'm not even interested in it. That's not even my personality. But she's very image concerned. She wants to have something she can brag about. And if you're not doing something she wants to brag about, an accomplishment she feels worthy about bragging about, then you become, an eyesore. So now the judgment comes, the criticism comes, and you're just like, I'm just tired of it. I just want to live my life the way I see fit. That's good and healthy for me. And so, with my father, he is spineless. He has no backbone. He is very weak when it comes to just being a man. He also physically abused me by giving me whoopings with belts that would leave marks and it would hurt really bad. I wet the bed for a very long time in my life, up until the age of 15. Yes, I peed in the bed up until the age of 15 because I was sexually assaulted when I was 5, and I was always just very nervous, extremely nervous. My nerves were so bad. They still are bad now. That's 40 years ago. But I manage. I have techniques and things that I practice. But the neurological effects of some of the things that I've gone through and some of the things that have happened to me, and just the trauma in general, just rewired me. In a sense, it's not something I can take a pill for, or something I even desire to take a pill for. It's just a part of me now that, I live with and I accept, because it also helps me to be more empathetic and understanding, but never no one's fool. I gotta check on my food. Hold on.